Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi! Today I am doing a empties video and I have a lot of stuff. I think this is the biggest empties video I have ever done. It's been a few months since my last empties and I was going to wait a bit longer, but because I have so much stuff, I've got to do this. I've got to recycle this stuff. Right now, any spare time I have, I am playing my flute, which is over there, or I am tackling my hoarding stuff. I'm trying to condense stuff so that when I move out, I'll be able to breathe in my new place. That's the plan, or my parents' plan, anyway. I'd like to think that using up all my cosmetics is a way of getting through stuff. I don't think my parents agree. Anyway, let's do this. As I've said a few times now, at the moment I'm not really buying anything. I'm trying to use up the stuff I already have, or I buy things secondhand in thrift stores, stuff like that. It's one of the reasons why I'm not doing haul videos, because I am legitimately not buying anything. So it's why I'm doing lots and lots of empties videos, because I'm still showcasing products but in a different format. The first thing in this magical box is number 7 makeup wipes. They don't look like this when you first buy them. Number 7 are apparently cruelty-free, so that's good. You'll notice that lots of the stuff in here is not cruelty-free because it was purchased when I wasn't really thinking about it, or didn't know. The next thing is the Garnier Micella cleansing water. I'm going through these very fast this year. I actually bought a massive tub of this about a month ago or so when it was on offer, and I only found out last week that Garnier I think is owned by L'Oreal, so not good. Luckily it's a type of product that I can replace when it comes to it though. There's got to be a non-cruelty free brand. Okay, let's go for the Lush. Let's get this out of the way. The first thing is the Roma water, toner water. I do love this stuff, but I'm getting to a point now where I have been using this for about 2 years solid and I'm a bit bored and I'm looking for something else to try. I've still got a small one of these to get through. These do last a long time, but if you can think of any other toners that are cruelty-free, let me know. I think I'm going to be throwing everything in this video. The next thing is Roots, and I finished this morning. Technically I could probably use that stuff on my eyebrows, but yeah, it's more or less finished. Oh gosh, that's strong. It smells of mint. Although it's a staple product in my bathroom, I don't tend to get through that much of this because it lasts a long time. So although I don't hold it up in empties, I am using this a lot. Next thing is Big Shampoo. Again, I finished it this morning. I do love Big Shampoo, especially when I have more hair under my wig. When my hair's quite short, it's pointless using it. I'm hoping that as my hair grows, if it grows, then I'll be using this more and more. I'm going to stop throwing things now because Phoebe is under the desk, so I'm going to scare her. Oh, this looks terrible. Next thing is shaving cream. I have been using this, oh gosh it's wet, since September. It's taken me that long to get through this. That's why it looks so disgusting, because it has literally lived in my shower since September. I am so happy to have finished that. Ugh. I'm now using the EOS shaving stuff, so I'm not going back to that. Ugh. Oh, it's made everything wet. Ugh. This is a shower gel from Original Source, and apparently they are both vegan and cruelty-free. I've even asked them on Twitter, so there you have it. I didn't like the fragrance of this. They used to do a strawberry one that I loved ever so much, and I hope they go back to making that again. I miss it. Now this I have had for about 3 years. Yes, I know, that's bad. But again, it's a product that I don't use that much of. But I love this. This is so good, especially for short hair. I don't think I've been saying the names of the stuff I'm holding up, so I will put them in the video description for you. I feel I've been like, oh, this and this and this, and not actually going, hey, this is what it is. Sorry. Ooh, hello. Bior strips. These were terrible. I do find that once a month my nose clogs up in one way, shape or form, and I usually use tweezers on my fingernails, which sounds disgusting, but I'm a derma person, so I love it. But I thought this would help, and this was a waste of time. The first time I tried it, I didn't steam my nose. The second and third and fourth and fifth time, yes I did, and it didn't make that much difference. And these were not the cheapest in Boots, so I was even more annoyed. I will not be repurchasing this again. I think I was almost angry there, sorry. Don't throw stuff. Toothpaste. Looks rank. I watched one of those life hack videos and they said to use a hairpin to sort of keep it like this, to keep the toothpaste at the end of the tube, and it worked. So I do recommend that, if you understand what I mean. This is just an Oral-B toothpaste. Nothing that special. Again, I won't be repurchasing this. I have so many travel toothpastes that I don't need to worry about purchasing toothpaste. Now let's talk about something which a lot of people find uncomfortable and get angry at me for talking about, and that's pads. Time of the month and the products that are created to help us get through it is often shamed. People get really angry when I bring this up, but it's an empties in a way. No one I know discusses the differences between different pads as well, and I think that's important. So I have two different types here. This has been my staple for the last 2 years at least. It's Bodyform's Ultra Normal 14 Wings. Not wigs, wings. For me, whenever my period starts, this is the one I go to. But then in February, I think, I saw some Always Sensitive pads on offer for £1. And because I've been using the same pads for such a long time, I thought, okay, I'll try something else. And I was a bit disappointed with these. I wouldn't recommend you to use these if your flow is heavy. No. Also, because we all come in different shapes and sizes, some pads are too big or too small for different people. So for me, the Bodyform ones, they fit perfectly, whereas these were too long. Way too long. It was almost like wearing night pads. I had such high hopes for these. Won't be repurchasing. I know people will get annoyed that I've brought that up, but I do think it's important. At least it's important to me. Now that I'm reverting back to old-fashioned YouTube, doing it without the business aspects, I want to talk about things that I really enjoy. And not worry about being an entertainer or saying the right things, stuff like that. No, I just wanna be me. That's all that matters. So if time of the month is important to me, that's what I will discuss. Goodness, I'm on a rant. Change topic. Front door. Arrgh! Right, I've just got to readjust the wig. That was the postman delivering something that one of you sent to my post office box, because they physically cannot keep this at the post office. So, wow, thank you. I have no idea what this is, but thank you. Colour balance has gone back to normal, wig is back in place. It does slip back a little bit, this wig. You guys won't notice, but I notice it straight away. Look at that. The company that made this wig cut the lace, and I hate it when companies do that. So it's just that little bit too short. So sometimes my hair does pop forwards. Anyway, let's get back to this. I finished a cocoa body scrub from Palmer's. It's like washing yourself with chocolate butter with biscuit stuff in. I have to be in the mood for it though. There's some days where I'm like, nope, I can't cope with the sugar today. I finished a bottle of Bonjela, but not the tube thing that you squeeze out. It was a stick that you dipped in and put on your, I was gonna say blisters, the stuff in your mouth. This is the bottle here. This is really good if you have braces or if you're prone to things happening inside your mouth and your gums and cheeks, things like that. If you're a gum tearer like me. The one thing I don't like about it is that the bottle, although it's not that big really, it lasts too long and you have to be careful with bacteria, things like that. I do prefer this though to normal Bonjela. Yeah, I know, that wasn't really a cosmetic, was it? It still counts. We have a travel size Heal Genius. Love it. No other foot cream beats Heal Genius. I only have 3 bits of makeup. I don't tend to go through makeup as fast as actual body cosmetics. For me, I find that makeup is too expensive, so when I do buy makeup, I make it last. I know, regardless of the sell-by dates, that's not really a good thing to say, but I can't spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on cosmetics, so I do what I can to make them last. And I know lots of you guys will probably do that too. This here is a old foundation from Bonjour, but it has been one of my go-to foundations for an exceptionally long time. It just never ended. It just kept going and going and going. But this week I said to myself, enough is enough. I'm going to buy a new foundation. So for me to buy a new foundation, that's a big, big thing. I don't think Bourjois are cruelty-free, but I did buy from Bourjois. This was the closest thing I could get to match. But let's move on. The next thing is a eye cream eyeshadow, again from Bourjois. I have had this for a long time as well, and when it was brand new, I loved it. I wore it in so many videos. But I found that after a while it started to dry out and it lost its vibrancy. The application became harder, it sort of turned into an eyeshadow, and I don't like eyeshadows as much. I do prefer creams, especially as I'm getting more wrinkly and my eyeshadow is wrinkling in my eyes. You get massive creases. Sometimes I watch videos back and I'm like, oh no! I have other eyeshadow at the moment, so I won't repurchase this, but I did like this. At the start, anyway. We have some Rimmel powder, and I've already got a couple of these. I bought them in bulk. Powder's powder. There's so many different companies that do powder just like this. Whilst we're talking about powders, the Bourjois powder is lovely, and I do find it easy to travel with it, but at the same time it's full of luster, which makes your face shiny, or appear to be shiny. I wish more companies made it easier to carry silky, loose powder like this in a travel format. And the last thing is nail polish, and this is a clear nail polish, but as you can see, it's not really clear anymore. Also, the lid's stuck. Definitely shut. Oh! I have a witch blemish stick. This is a bit like Grease Lightning from Lush. I'm quite tempted to go back to Lush and get a Grease Lightning. Now this I didn't actually finish. I got so close to the bottom and then for some reason it dried out. No idea why, because it was secured like that. And then this then leads me on to all the stuff that I haven't finished but I'm getting rid of. Now for me to get rid of something which I haven't finished, it's quite tough. It's why I have so many cosmetics, because I keep everything, because I don't want to feel like I'm wasting stuff. So I guess you could say because I am throwing this stuff away, it means I really didn't like it. I hated the stuff so much that I couldn't finish it. First things first, the rose hand cream from the Body Shop. Now I liked this at first, but the more I used it, the more it turned me off. I do like rose as a fragrance, but as a hand cream, this did absolutely nothing. If no one in my family wants it, it's going. We have a hand cream from Crabtree And Evelyn. This is called the Gardener. I'm getting rid of this for two reasons. One, because I've gone off the smell. It used to make me feel good, now it just makes me feel sick. And the second reason is because I stupidly left this on my dashboard last month when I was away, and it sort of melted in the heat. We had a bit of a heat wave. So now when I open it, it's sort of oily and it's all bleh. I've tried mushing it around and still it's not right, so it's going. We're nearly there, we're nearly there. Next thing is Whipstick lip balm from Lush. I'm not a fan of chocolate orange, I don't know why I liked it in the first place, but I did for some reason. But for some reason the fragrance, the taste, I've gone off it. No one in my family likes Lush like I do, and because I've used it I can't sell it or pass it on, so it's going, unfortunately. Now this is a lip balm or butter from the Body Shop, the strawberry flavour. Now when I purchased this, the consistency was very different. It was like applying white cream to my lips. I loved the taste. In terms of a lip balm though, it was dreadful. Didn't do that much. As I said, it was white and it made your lips look pasty, so you looked ill. And I just forgot about it. It fell down the back of my makeup table and I found it about a month ago, and it's just gone funny. It's not nice. So I'm going to scoop out the contents, keep the pot, because I think the pot's really cute, and move on. And the last thing I'm getting rid of that I haven't finished is the Clearasil 5-in-1 wash. Clearasil tend to have a fragrance across their products, and it smelt the same as all the other products, but it didn't seem to do anything for my face. I bought this last August, and unfortunately by December the consistency had changed. It was like the product was sort of separating. Even now it looks like there's glitter in it. It's like it was sort of breaking down. Either way, it's just, it's changed. I don't feel comfortable using this. And I think that's everything. Goodness, this has been a long video. I don't know whether or not you guys like longer videos. They do take longer to edit and save and export and upload. I know not everyone is interested in haul videos and products and stuff like that, but I know lots of you listen to me for my voice and to help you with your English, so thank you. So if you didn't enjoy the product aspect of this, then I hope you enjoyed the voice. Right, I'm now going to disappear and go and recycle all of this stuff. Don't just throw this stuff in the bin. If you can recycle it, recycle. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.